Hello everybody and welcome back. Lars here, and guess what? It's finally here. I've been waiting for this since last Great League. I know you guys have too, and I am so stoked. Before we begin though, just a quick little bullet point. Last season, we had the normal types, and we saw a lot of them at the start because they got a buff, and then by mid-season they kind of dropped off. And so I'm 90% sure this is going to happen to Noctowl. But for now, there are Noctowl Metacham cores lurking around. So be aware of it. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show you how to deal with it today. So yeah, just want to make you guys aware of it. It is day number 1. Let's have some fun. Let's jump in. Let's do it. But before we begin, please make sure to like and subscribe. It means the world to me. And yeah, let's do it. All right, everybody, and welcome back. It's time for the new season, and to start things off, we have a mirror match. Now, they go ahead and they switch to Toxapex. We're going to bring in Victreebel and going to shield here. Now, this is kind of a weird swap, but, it happens. We're going to throw a charged move of our own here, and, yeah, they're going to go ahead and they are going to let it kill them, which, again, very weird, but, hey, it is what it is. It's the start of the season, and you're going to see some weird stuff. Now, we're going to play it safe, and we're going to throw back in Bastiodon, just because I'm not sure what they have. And, yeah, they go ahead and they switch to Metacham. So they had an ABB with 2 fighters in the back. Pretty rare to see. Not unheard of, but definitely on the rarer side. So, yeah, they try to bait me, try to fake me out with an Ice Punch, not buying it. Going to throw a Psychic. They do shield that one. So now they're down to 0 shields. I shield this Ice Punch, so they got me. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to use a Psychic here. Almost kills them. They're going to finish me off with a Psychic of their own. But we're going to bring Bastiodon back in to finish the job. But before we do that, we're going to get one last power-up punch off. So now, the battle is over. But again, start of the season, and a lot of people aren't really sure when to gauge, when to quit a battle, or when the battle's over. And so you'll see that a lot towards the beginning, as you all probably know. But as the season progresses, it gets better and better. All right, so we're on to the next battle. Now, the next one is a pretty good battle, and as you'll see here in 2 seconds, it's a Metacham. So we're going to go ahead and, as we always do, switch to Victreebel. And they're going to get an Ice Punch off. This is super common. Really common whenever you do switch to Victreebel. They want to try to burn a shield. No problem. We're going to go ahead. We're going to throw a Leaf Tornado. Now, Umbreon is kind of a weird pick to bring in. Not unheard of, but still kind of weird. But again, start of the season. Day 1. So at this point, go ahead. We're going to farm Umbreon down. Don't use a charge. Just farm him down. And there is that. Umbreon is down. So they throw in regular Stunfisk. And honestly, I haven't seen regular Stunfisk in a while. It might be a holdover from the Catch Cup of last season. Regardless, we're going to play it kind of like we do a normal Stunfisk. Throwing power-up punches, although it's not weak to it. But we're still trying to bait them. So we're going to throw another power-up punch. And just like the first one, they fell for it. They're bringing back in Metacham. Going to go ahead and use a Psychic here. It's going to do some serious damage. Here comes Stunfisk back in. I have a shield left. Want to go ahead. I'm going to let it kill me because they have some charge boom built up. They were double charging it. So yeah, I'm going to shield this one. Throw a flamethrower. It wouldn't have killed me. But yeah. This battle, again, over. So, the next battle, super fun. It's with a Noctowl, and Noctowl has been somewhat prevalent, but that tracks with last season. Whenever a new Pokemon is given a new move or a buff of some sort, you typically do see a lot of them at the start. Alright, so like I said last video, they're not trying to use their charged energy. They want to kill me. So that's why Sludge Bomb is so important. Because it forces their hand. It forces them to either A, kill me right off the bat, or B, risk dying. Either one is not really great for them. So yeah, go ahead. They bring in their Medicham. We have a Medicham of our own. Gonna throw a Psychic. They don't shield, but we do break their defense. Throw in a power-up punch here, and they do, however, shield this one, and they switch to Lanturn. Now with this, I really didn't have a choice. Had to shield this one. I'm gonna throw a power-up punch here, and they're gonna go ahead, and they didn't shield. Luckily, they do shield this second one, so that's really good for me. And at this point, it just becomes Bastiodon. It's over pretty much. Well, not pretty much. It is over. But, you know, gotta go ahead and just kind of draw it out. Because people still are learning, and I don't know how much experience this person has, so I can't really knock on them for it. And that is that. Throw one final Stone Edge, and we are done. Game over. All right, on to the next battle. Now this one is a Venusaur. Saw quite a few Venusaur, not to the point where it was super popular, but not super uncommon, I guess. Last season, this person throws a Sludge Bomb. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I'm so sorry. This one is, I think this person was super new. I don't know how it got stuck in here. I tried to edit out most of the new stuff, but yeah. Anyways, just enjoy it. So yeah. What we plan on doing, like I said in the last video, Noctowl prevalence is quite high, but if you do find yourself in those, or see like a Medicham Noctowl core, I know last season it was Medicham and Lickitung, don't hesitate, immediately switch to Victreebel and do whatever you can. Try to get that Sludge Bomb off. If they kill you right away, don't let the timer run down. Immediately bring in Bastiodon and just farm them down. Don't worry, they'll get a couple Shadow Balls off, but, you know, doesn't matter. It's not going to do that much damage. All right, so here we go. And then Medicham's coming in, finishing it off. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to throw a Flamethrower here. And then, boom, one last Flamethrower, and it is over. All right, on to the next battle. And here we go. Bastiodon versus Galarian Stunfisk. So, just like before, switch to Victreebel. This person decided not to try to even fake me out. They just throw a Rock Slide. Go ahead, let it hit us. They are switching to Pelipper. Going to throw that Leaf Tornado, which is great. Pelipper, another, not super as common as Noctowl, but still seen a few sightings. They are going to get a Weather Ball off. And it is super effective against Bastiodon, but it's not it's not very powerful of an attack, so we're okay. They throw in Galarian Stunfisk. We're going to get that power-up punch off to boost our attack, and there it is. Wanted to go ahead, didn't want that Earthquake to take me down too much, so they throw in a Medicham of their own. We're going to use Psychic here. They don't shield, and at this point, it's just a matter of, obviously, getting their Medicham down to 0. Not going to shield their Psychic. It's going to do quite a bit of damage, but hey, our goal is to try to hang on to that shield if we can, and take out the Galarian Stunfisk in the back. So I threw in Bastiodon because it was low enough to where I can just go ahead and farm it down with my fast, which sounds weird coming from, you know, Bastiodon farming down a Medicham, but we can do it if we have enough health. That's that. We're going to throw one punch and then shield this attack. And then that's it. Game over. All right, on to the next battle. And next up we have another victory, or our first Victreebel, but yeah, they switched to Lanturn, so we're switching to a Victreebel of our own. Go ahead, we take the Surf. Remember, whenever they have a Lanturn in, they're going to throw either 2 Surfs or 1 Thunder against Victreebel. None of it will kill us, so go ahead, do not shield. Just let it hit us, and just keep farming that energy. Save those shields. All right, we're bringing in Medicham. Gonna use Power Up Punch like crazy and do as much damage as we can to this Galarian Stunfisk. Victreebel's backed in, so we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna farm it down with our Bastiodon. Little flamethrower action there. And then at this point, we're good. We don't need to really worry about letting Bastiodon live. You served us well. Gonna bring in Medicham, one last boop. And it's over. Earthquake, no problem. And they decide to throw another Rock Slide. So yeah, Power Up Punch, it's over. And that is that.